Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? What I wanted to talk about today was something I can't remember if I've mentioned or not, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk about it. When I got my car, I was debating on the 2015 Mustang GT with the performance package or the 2015 Camaro SS with the 1LE package. Ultimately, I was leaning more towards the Camaro because the way I put it, it's essentially, or the way I read it, it's essentially a ZL1 without a supercharger. Yeah, there are cosmetic differences, but as far as the wheels and tires, the suspension, all that's supposed to be the same as a ZL1. I also like the steering wheel, how it had the flat bottom and it was the microfiber suede material. I thought that was different, or not different, but interesting. The reason that I didn't get the ZL1, or not ZL1, the 1LE, is I couldn't find one anywhere around my area. The only ones I could find were on eBay, and I didn't want to buy a used one. If I were, the only thing I would have bought used would have been an actual ZL1 had they have been in my price range. But even used ones, the only used ones I could find at the time were around $45,000 roughly. So it wasn't too far out of my price range, but I still didn't want to spend that much on a used car. Some people wouldn't care, but at this time I didn't want to. But yeah, I couldn't find a 1LE or a Camaro with the 1LE package in my area to actually go look at and test drive. And I'm not big on buying a car until at least test driving it. Yes, it's a Camaro. Probably drives almost the same as my dad's 2010 Camaro. From what I've read, they've made a few changes when they went from the 2013s to the 2014s. They made some changes to the chassis from what I read. It's supposed to be more, they're supposed to be more balanced, but yeah, the reason for this thinking was I've always loved Camaros. The 2014 and 15 body style took a while to grow on me. I just didn't really like the taillights that much, but when they're tinted, I think they look cool, so I could have gotten over that. But I forgot what YouTube channel it was, but I watched the video at least 5 or 6 times, and it's not a short video either. But it's not too terribly long either. But they took a 1LE Camaro and paired it up against the GT with the performance pack, and the only thing the Mustang won in as far as performance was a straight line, if I remember properly. But around the track, the Camaro, the 1LE package won, and doing all the other tests that they did, the Camaro pulled out ahead. They were also saying how the Camaro was a more driver experienced car. Not driver experienced, but you're not separated from the road as much as they said you were in the Mustang. Which I could see that, because with all the technology, I don't know. That wasn't my biggest deciding factor. But just being able to not even go and in person look at a Camaro with the 1LE package and test drive it, make sure that I really was going to like it, because it was a few $1,000s more than what I paid for the Mustang. And that was another deciding factor, but I could have probably got over that. visibility. And don't get me wrong, the visibility in the Mustang's not just wonderful, but it's better than the Camaro. So, other than literally, those are very, very minor things. The visibility, I'd adjust quick to it. I've driven my dad's 5th gen Camaro for 2 weeks, had it for 2 weeks, and had no issues. So, easily would have gotten over that. But I just think the Camaro with the 1LE pack looks cool. I'd have done white, and so it'd have the matte black wrapped hood. I like the heat extractors on the Camaro, on the SS Camaros, and they're actually functional. So that is great. I have heat extractors on the Mustang, and I imagine they serve their purpose. They're better than, for some people have said, the Roush heat extractors are more for show than functionality, which is why I ended up not getting those. But they're small vents, so, which I'm sure, like I said, there's not that much heat to where it's going to make a huge difference. But the SS hood, it does look cool. Then you also get my favorite part on the 1LE Camaro are the Z01 wheels. Those wheels are awesome. 20 by 10s in the front, 20 by 11 in the back. How can you not get traction in those? But I still love my car. I just wanted to explain that no, I'm not die-hard Mustang fan, that I'm not going to consider anything else. I look at myself as an enthusiast that appreciates anything with 4 wheels, some with 2. But some people don't. I've had people tell me, oh, for example, on the 2016 Camaro video I did, I stated my opinion on the car. And people don't seem to like it when you talk, not even just talk bad, but just give your thoughts. If it doesn't line up with what they think, you're wrong, and you're the worst thing that could happen. It's ridiculous. Cars are opinionated. It's always been that way. Yeah, there are facts behind each one, but ultimately it comes down to what the driver and the owner is going to prefer. Whichever one they think looks better. Alright, well, just wanted to talk about why I decided to go with the Mustang. Like I said, the Camaro, if everything would have gone the way I wanted, I'd probably be driving the Camaro right now. So, I'll have another video for y'all within the next few days. I got a new part coming in. It's nothing special, but something I should have done when I first got the car. So I'll do a video on that, and I'll talk to y'all later.